There's a body in here. I'm over here thinking I'm about to lift this light bag. Look at my veins came out. Dang, Jules, what you got up in here? Super excited. Today is Power by M Day with Chris. We're going to spend time with Laura Oladonjile here in Dallas. She was the person that was chosen to have the day with me. We're going to work out, spend some time with her, talk about the program, and just hang out with her and her family. So I'm just really humbled, to be able to, come here and spend time with her and actually go into her world and see, all her struggles and hear about her struggles and things she had to overcome to be where she is today. So it's awesome. This hotel in Dallas is where I stayed for Super Saturday when I came here for Beachbody Super Saturday event. So next week I'll be traveling to New York to visit the De La Rosas. They also was chosen as well. Must have been sitting on the dashboard. Look at me. I'm 6'2", man. Hey, Laura. Grab some water. Hello. How you doing?
Good. How are you? The Power by M's actually helped me share my story to increase coaching. I've already lost 100 pounds thanks to Shift Shop mainly. He tells me, you used to have a circle face, Mommy. Now you have a, what do you say I have now? I have an oval face now.
As soon as you get that glimpse of who you are, your potential, like when you start feeling good, it's like the curtain opens and you see a whole new life.
I actually started losing more weight after the Power by M. Because I had hit a plateau, and maybe by week 4.
Yeah.
I started losing weight again. I just let everything go.
Yeah.
And it allowed me to just physically lose more weight.
That's powerful. To me, that's just so deep. That's the program. The program is you. Because when I was in that process, and I would look back at where I came from, I had so much more compassion and so much more, empathy for myself. Mm-hmm. Wow, I'm not that guy anymore. You know what I mean? And then it just, when you see that in yourself, it gives you that much more compassion and love for other people. Because everybody's on a journey and everybody develops differently and at different times. And it helps you really appreciate the journey. You know your journey now. No one can take that journey from you.
Yeah.
And you know that you was present in all that.
Yeah.
So when you look back, you realize where you never want to go, but yet you feel good that you're not there.
Yes.
And then you open your eyes, you see a whole world in front of you, and it's like, I get it. I understand.
Yeah.
I know where you're at.
When did you completely realize that you had a gift?
When I was a kid, I always operated in it, but I didn't know what that was. My mind is what got me through my childhood. Mm-hmm. It was. I had to use my imagination at a young age. I'm waking up, there's prostitution, there's drugs, there's all these different things because of the lane my mom was in. So I had to visualize where I wanted to be at a young age, or else that would have been okay. Mm-hmm. I had sisters. I was molested. My sisters was molested. Those were dark moments. You know what I mean? So it was all I had was my mind. Even if it was for that night, just to feel better.
Right.
And I didn't even realize, I had no idea what vision boards were. I had a bunch of magazines. At the time, it was the Michael Jordan era, you know what I mean? So I had, I had all kind of magazines, all over my wall, photos, just to keep my mind on where I wanted to be, because we never had food. So I told you in the call that we ate syrup sandwiches for a week, but I would put meals on from magazines on my wall just to say, no, that's what we're gonna eat at some point. You know what I mean? Because you eat syrup sandwiches, and I had 2 little sisters. My mom would be gone for 4 or 5 days. I'm in 8th grade. You know what I mean? So I gotta convince my sisters this is pizza, because they won't eat. Butter, bread, and was it Ain't Your Mama Syrup. Spread on there. Tell me about your burger. Because you tell young girls, they're like, I'm not eating that. No, you have to eat. So okay, let's play a game. If this was pizza, tell me about your pizza. Close your eyes. And they would talk about their pizza. Okay, grab your pizza and take a bite and tell me what it tastes like. I'm doing this in 8th grade, man. I was just a kid. You know what I mean? I didn't know until that letter manifested and the whole Beachbody thing materialized. When I realized, oh, this is really a gift. Like, you know, I knew I had a gift to motivate people because I was training different types of people. But I'm talking, but that was just in training. When it came to life, and I had to write that letter for myself, and had to go through those practices, and you know, having disconnection notices, and you know, believing that they're paid, and still going to the gym every day, doing everything. When I had to walk that out myself, and it was about life, and my back's completely against the wall, when I was on an island by myself, that's when I knew it was a gift. Because when they called, I'm like, they were supposed to call, because I've been confessing it for 5 months. I didn't know who was going to call. I didn't know if it was going to be Nike, Adidas, Under Armour. So when it was Beachbody, I was like, this works. Like this really, and how did this happen? Like this was straight from the universe. Like I confessed this. And then you look at the backstory of everything that transpired to lead up to that. You know, I didn't even know how to film and edit. I had to have someone come over and teach me how to do it. The very first video I ever filmed and edited was the one that got me signed to Beachbody. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you start looking back at that story, you're like, whoa, where did all that come from? It came from inside of me. Yeah. Confessing and believing it. Because if I was looking at my physical situation, that didn't line up. The physical was just too tough. You know what I mean? So what's next? I want to know. Yeah. So okay, if you could, like, let's just say, I don't like to say in a perfect world, because I believe a world is perfect if you believe it. It's perfect. If you could lay it out, like what you want to go from here, like what would you say?
I want to be a full-time Beachbody coach and be able to help everyone the way that I've been able to help myself. You know, and that's what I've determined to do. I work and I have 2 little ones, but I make sure I spend 30 minutes to an hour every day messaging people that have said, oh, you're inspiring, because if I'm inspiring, then that means something that I've done taught to them to say that I'm inspiring. And I've just decided I also want to walk across the stage being like a 15-star diamond.
Wow.
You know, like, I want to be able to help people. I want to be able to grow my team and show them that they can be the best version of themselves.
I think the key to you growing your business is no different than the tools it took me to get to this point, right? The same thing that transitioned you from 100 pounds heavier to 100 pounds lighter. I think your journey is what's going to do it, because it's authentic, it's real, it's that you starting with yourself. And so the 30 minutes extra you're doing, ask yourself, okay, what are the efforts of a full-time coach? What would a full-time coach do in 8 hours? And I would start implementing those principles, because that's where you want to go.
I really owe it all to you, Chris. I know you don't like compliments, but I connected with you on that screen. But you were here, and also that little boy loves you. Because of you, I can take care of my babies. I can take care of my husband. I can take care of me. I did Shift Shop for an entire year. And if it wasn't for Shift Shop, I wouldn't be here.
I'm gonna give you a sweaty hug for that one. We are out of here. It's a great visit. ate some Nigerian food, worked out with Laura, spent time with her family. Her daughter still wouldn't give me a hug by the time I left, so I gotta work on my baby kid skills. But we had some carrot cake that was incredible. Great experience. Never know when we're coming to a city near you. Here it comes. And my keys to my Rolls Royce.